going on, everybody? Welcome back to Old School Scares, and we're still in the middle of our 31 days of Halloween, and today we're going to talk about The Howling. The Howling came out in 1981. It was directed by Joe Dante, who's also known for doing Piranha, Gremlins 2. He had a few other kind of genre-type movies in there, and this was an interesting movie. There was a trilogy that came out, not a trilogy, but it was like a triumvirate of movies that came out right around the same time in 81 that were all werewolf-based. You had Wolfen, Howling, and American Werewolf in London. I don't care for Wolfen. I don't think it's a very good movie. Howling was probably in the middle, and then obviously the iconic American Werewolf in London, which is our movie we're going to talk about tomorrow. But, you know, Howling is actually a pretty great underrated werewolf movie, and I think it gets lost because of American Werewolf in London, which is really unfair to the movie. The movie's well done. It's well made. Great characters. You know, good cinematography. Again, not over the top. There's nothing in this movie that really blows you away that you would have in, like you have with American Werewolf in London. It's an interesting concept where you have a news reporter, kind of goes off to this community, and it's a very kind of, I'm trying to think of the right word I want to use for the community, but it's very much an inner circle, right? It's all kind of kept in together, but there's weird things going on. These people come back and they feel very refreshed, or they have a different sense of purpose when they come back from the community. So Dee Wallace is the main character in the movie, and she kind of goes back to the community, and she meets with her friend Terry, and they're trying to figure out what's going on there. And it's just an interesting movie, and I don't want to give away a ton. Again, I try to stay spoiler-free as much as I can in these movies, but there's a really cool, iconic ending scene that I will not tell you about. I want you to see that one yourself. I don't want you to hear it from me, so go check out the ending of that movie. But I was thinking about the best scare in the movie, and I would tell you it's when Terry is kind of snooping around at the community, and she gets attacked by a werewolf. And there's a great scene where she defends herself with an axe, and it's a really good scare. There's actually a lot of jump scares in that scene, and there's some really good practical effects for the werewolf again. That's what I do like about these werewolf movies in the early 80s. Great practical effects, so very, very well done. I would say this one, again, from a werewolf movie, I like it because, again, it's that kind of in that triumvirate of werewolf movies from the 80s, and it's created like a ridiculous amount of sequels. There's a ton of Howling sequels that have come out, each to a lesser degree. But I would say this is a fun werewolf movie. Well done, well shot, great creature. Not a great werewolf movie. It's not as good as our movie we're going to talk about tomorrow, which is American Werewolf in London, which I can't wait to share with you. Again, right up there with Dog Soldiers as one of my 2 favorite werewolf movies of all time. So if you haven't done so far, hopefully you're having fun with this series of reviews. Please hit the like and subscribe button. And as always, we ask you, stay scary.